Magandang umaga sa inyo mga kapatid kay Kristo. Narito po si SD Ray Marilo Olivera. Ito pong lesson na ito ay about effective Bible study. Okay, parang kung bibigyan natin ng halaga ay paano gumawa ng authentic sermon. Okay, una, preparation stage. So napakahalaga na meron kang preparation stage. Contemplate. What is mean? You need to have time to pray. The reason why hindi effective ang preparation kasi we have experience na we ask the pastor speaker for outline para sa program ay Wednesday namin tinanong, sabi niya pwede, kaya lang daw niya ibigay Saturday morning kasi tinatapos pa lang niya yung sermon. So kung minsan yung preparation stage ay naglalaking, study and meditate. If you ask me about speaking engagement or Sunday services, see to it na hindi po weekly preparation ang ginagawa ko. Especially kung may mga speaking engagement ako, hindi pwedeng 1 week preparation. Ang tawag niyan kasi sermon Kung ano lang yun na dyan, yun lang preparation nyo. Kaya after a week, wala na Preparation stage, compile. Ito yung tinatawag na ni-assemble mo yung mga information, mga right ideas na makakatulong at saka mo bubuuhin para sa sermon, at saka mo isusulat. Mas gusto ko yung expository style of sermon na expose niya yung salita ng Diyos. Okay? Practice stage. Convey. Ito yung nagsasalita ka. Ako, if you are ask me, meron akong salamin o kaya naka-record yung aking ginagawa para malaman ko kung saan ako titigil, kung paano at ilang oras yung sermon ko. Deliver. Okay? Communicate. So, importante yung practice stage, ako every morning nag-speak, delivery, communicate. Every morning yan before mag-speak ako ng Sunday. Kailangan after the Sunday service, Monday, meron na akong ready na sermon para i-practice. Okay, comprehend. Napaka-importante din na nalalaman mo yung sinasabi mo. Naunawaan mo at you are make aware of what you are saying. So, ito yung practice stage natin. The other one is convert. Ano yung tinatawag na? Recognize mo. Nare-recognize mo yung mensaheng inihanda mo. Tinatanggap mo. At naniniwala ka. Okay? Mas maganda nga, meron diyang tinatawag na yung convert, naranasan mo o merong testimony na pwede kang imbitahan na magsasabi to support your message. For example, ang topic mo, healing, dapat may someone na pinagaling ng Panginoon. Kung ang topic mo, forgiveness, dapat may someone na paano niya nagawang magpatawad. Okay? Meron kasi akong karanasan, kami ng wife ko, bumisita kami sa isang simbahan, almost 200 yung members, pero ang topic niya ay healing. Ang ganda naman ng kanyang presentation, yung product, pero kulang yung application. And someone from that group apologized and sabi niya, pasensya po, bago lang po yung pastor. Hindi ko po alam na kailangan nila ako hingan na nila, bisita naman ako. Alam po nila na spiritual director ako sa area ng lugar na yun, pero nagulat lang ako. Okay? Okay, consummate. Ano ba ito? Ito tinatawag na ito yung showing a high degree of skills. Complete or perfect. Dapat namumove ka. Ikaw mismo namumove ka. Act and mayroon change. Marami ang mga iglesia na kapag nag-praise, nabibless sila. Pero walang change. Walang change. For example, ang topic mo, evangelism, na-move sila, na-act sila, pero hindi sila nagbago para mag-evangelize. Okay? How to make idea stick to the mind. Maganda yan, Ang Bible, according to unknown writer, no, basic information before leaving earth. Be creatively redundant. Ibig sabihin, yung mga bagay na ideal doon sa mga message mo, be creatively ka. Naalala ko, ako ay naglalagay ng tinatawag na illustration. Yan. Para higit nilang maintindihan yan. Okay? Be meaningful and relevant. Okay? Kung ang topic mo ay compassion, ipaliwanag mo na ang meaning ng compassion ay hindi lamang sympathy, kundi empathy. Okay? Wag po tayong magcha-challenge ng giving kung walang pupuntahan yung giving. Yan, yung meaningful and relevant. Nalulungkot lang ako sa ibang simbahan kapag dating sa giving, parang they are forcing the members to give. Ay hindi siya meaningful and relevant. Okay? Use memory aids. Yan, maganda yan. Maganda maglagay ka ng mga sample para hindi ka mawalayo. Engage their senses. Okay? What does it mean? Dapat marunong kang magalit din ng illustration, magtamimi din sa pulpit. Mahalaga yan. How to make ideas stick to the mind. Nung May 13, may isang pastor na tumalakay siya, nag-message siya ng message of hopes about fire. Pinakita niya talaga, fire. Umaapoy yung Biblia. So napakahalaga. Subukan kong ilagay yung video yun dito para makita natin. Provide fresh perspective on old ideas. Yan. Yung paggawa ng mabuti, maraming pastor ang nagko-quote. Kino-quote niya yung Matthew chapter 6 verse 3. Ang paggawa ng mabuti ay hindi daw dapat malaman ni kanan kung galing sa kaliwa. Kasi hypocrite tayo, sabi niya. Pero remember this, the context is Jesus is talking to Pharisee. He's talking to them. Hindi yun ang context natin. Ang context natin sa Matthew 5:16. Anong sabi doon? Gumawa kayo. Let your light shine so that they will see your good deeds, so that your Father will be glorified. So ang paggawa ng mabuti ay kailangan ipakita yung light na mag-shine. All the ideas yan, pero makakatulong. Use simple words and be concise. Okay? Napakahalaga po yung simple words. Meron akong kilalang pastor na kapag magsisimba ka sa kanila, magdadala ka ng dictionary. Dati yon, ngayon hindi na. I-google mo na lang. O i-search mo. Hindi po yun tama. Use simple words and be concise. Engage the audience mind in motion. Yan. Dapat napipil talaga nila na they need the message. Natutuwa ako sa isang speaker na lahat naabot niya Children, youth, the way siya magbigay ng tinatawag na engage the audience mind in emotion. Make the audience feel intellectual. Yung napapaisip Napapaisip. Mamaya di-discuss ko yan later. The structure of a sermon ay meron siyang tinatawag na introduction. It sets the stage for the expression of the main idea. Body, it should express or expand the main idea. Conclusion, it reinforces the main idea and summarizes the body. Okay, the part of normally linked by transitional statement. Itong nakaraang buwan, ang daming mga negative link ang nagre-react na lahat kasi negative talaga siya, pangit. Dito sa sermon, napakahalaga yung link. Transitional statement. Bago pumunta doon sa first, second, third outline. Okay, introduction. Sabi ni Dr. Haddon Robinson, every sermon has introduction. The issue is whether the introduction is effective or ineffective. If I don't make the incision and the introduction, that operation won't work. Tama naman siya. Kasi meron dyan pumupunta iba ay kumakanta, introduction nila, o kaya nagbibigay ng kwento para magpatawa. Okay, wag naman po below the belt. No? Okay, a sermon introduction will be effective only if it is achieved three fundamental function. Number one, it must grab attention. To grab the audience attention, present an arresting thought within 30 seconds or 25 words. How can we do that? Mamaya ko na iyan. Ito yung mga how to grab attention. Ask probing question. Ito maganda. If you were arrested for being a Christian in this pandemic time, would there be enough evidence to convict you? Malalaman ka bang Kristiyano ngayon? Second, what would make you happier? Winning $1 million of seeing someone to Christ. Ito, nakakalungkot, ano? Sa wish ko lang, kay Doc Willie, talagang nangihingi ng tulong. Wala namang masama, pero Kristiyano ka eh. You have a God. No? Mas maganda seeing someone to Christ. Salamat kung papansinin ka ni Doc Willie o papansinin ka ng wish ko lang o ni yung isang Willie din. What do you suppose would be the first word that Jesus would say to you when you get to heaven? Wow. Yan po yung tinatawag na grab attention. Make a thought-provoking statement. Ito naman yung maraming nasasaktan. Many of us would be ashamed to look Jesus straight in the eye. He will suddenly appear today. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya handa sa pagdating ng Panginoon. Scientists say that the night is darkest just before the break of the dawn. Siyempre naman, madaling araw yan eh. And the greatest, ito, nakakalungkot. Sana hindi ito totoo. Pero wala tayong magagawa kung totoo ito. The greatest hypocrites I have ever met are found in this church. Alam mo kung sino yung mga hypocrites sa church? Pleasing people. Yan, piniplease niya. Lalo yan, malalaki ang nagbibigay ng support sa church. Piniplease yan. Meron akong nakasamang ganyan. Talaga naman grabe purihin niya. I-announce pa, no? Ina-announce pa, salamat kay kapatid, ganito. Minsan, para lang lumaki yung LG niya. Huwag ganun. Okay? How to grab attention. Ito, mga added, no? Tell a story. A personal experience. No? Ako, maraming tayong karanasan, especially yung tinatawag kong 22 times na akong natumba sa motor. At nakita ko sa aking dalawang mata yung mga gulong ng truck, ng jeep, whatever. A moving testimony. Yan, napakaganda rin yan. An interesting anecdote. Yan, maganda rin yan. A historical event. Yan, tama yung bansang Israel. Magandang yan. A current news item. Wag naman yung mga viral na hindi maganda. A feature story. And many more others. Quote a biblical saying. Jesus said that unless you were born again, you can never enter the kingdom of God. Meron akong lesson yan. How to be born again. Why do we need to be born again? How, marami, no? You want to be great? Start by washing someone's feet today. And Jesus tells us the Love our mother-in-law, he said. Love your enemy, do good unto them. Ah, tama naman. Love one another, no? I hope yung nakikinig ngayon, hindi niya hate yung kanyang mother-in-law or father-in-law. Okay, a sermon introduction will be effective only if it is achieved three fundamental functions. It must surface a need. Ano bang need meron ng mga nasa iglesia? To surface a need, identify life condition in the life of the listener to which the biblical writer addresses. Okay, ano ba yung need ng nasusulat? And then ano yung need ng community? To surface a need, ask yourself, what does your audience is specific spiritual needs? Maraming pastor ngayon ang hindi makarelay dito kasi sila mismo may problema the way they deliver the message. Sila mismo may need. Okay, kung halimbawa isang pastor, ang topic niya ay prosperity o blessing, siya mismo hindi niya magawang magsabi na he was blessed kasi siya mismo may need. No? So, yun yung problem. Okay. Third, must introduce the sermon. To introduce the sermon, begin by stating the audience need and where it surfaces in the passage, then state how the main idea connect. Tingnan natin to. Sermon outline body. To expand an idea, a point of the outline, you have to do 3 stages. Explain, relate the meaning, and illustrate to understand. Prove for them to believe and be convinced. And then apply, help them put the idea into work. So, ako personally, nakorek ako dito ng isa sa kasama ko. Hindi ko na nagawang explain, hindi ko na magawang i-prove, in-apply ko na. Ang aking justification is this. Kausap ko naman mga theologian na at mga pastor. No need to explain, no need to prove to them. Ang inano ko is application. Pero tinanggap ko yung kanyang advice. Tinanggap ko. After I delivered the roadmap to effective discipleship, I was confronted by him and correct my Pero dahil nga daw hindi ko in-explain, hindi ko daw ni-prove, in-apply ko na. Kasi ang aking mindset, that time, ang kausap ko ay 25 years plus na in the ministry. When I said the text, hindi ko na kailangan i-explain kasi alam na nila yun. Hindi ko na kailangan i-prove. Pero ang kausap mo ay new believers. You need to explain, you need to prove, you need to apply. Okay. Important of a sermon, it allows the audience to know the sermon is on its climax. So, alam niya parating na. Yung parang ganda yung buhay ni Joseph, Puro suffering and then after that yung climax. It gives the audience a chance to make final review. Ano kayang mangyayari yan? The final review in the life of Joseph, he became governor of Egypt. It enables the audience to make a rational decision. Parang sasabihin niya, kung gagamitin natin the life of Joseph, I want to be like Joseph. Hindi natutukso. So, it gives the audience a handle to grasp. Kung kaya ni Joseph, kaya ko rin. Kasi ang nakalagay sa buhay ni Joseph, God was with Joseph. Kung kaya ko, kaya ni Joseph, kaya ko rin kasi God was with me. Summary. 4 foundational characters of an effective conclusion. Summary. A conclusion should be a summary of the message. And that involves a restatement of the main idea. The movement of the development of thought must tie the flow of thoughts together in a clear and concise manner. Elevation. There should be an elevation of passion in the conclusion. Number 1. The aim of which is to bring the thought and emotion on the message to a climax. If you, the preacher, are not moved by your message, don't expect your audience to be moved by it. Tama naman. Eh kung ikaw nga, ang topic mo mission, hindi ka naman nagmi-mission, may problema malaki. Kaya mo explain, expound, and deliberate ang mga about mission, ikaw wala. Kahit nga sa small group or cell group or life group, whatever group that you have, you cannot justify kung ikaw mismo hindi na-move. Ilan ba yung iyong grupong hinahawakan? Application. A conclusion should be called the audience to make a decision or verdict on the message. Nag-iisip na siya. On the basis of the truth presented, it should help them decide what behavior steps they will make by suggesting a final application of the whole message in a sentence or two. Parang challenge mo, if you raise your hand, I will pray for you. If you are standing, I will pray for you to God. If you come forward, I will pray for you that God will do something beautiful in your life. Parang ganun, no? Landing. A conclusion should close the message. Ito nakakalungkot, ano? Paulit niyo ba? Mayroong final, mayroong conclusion. Like an airplane, it should be landing only once. The last phrase of a sentence should make a significant impression, with words that will echo in the mind of the listener throughout the week. What does it mean? Kung ang topic mo ay compassion by feeding in the community with words that will echo in the mind of the listener throughout the week, maraming naghihirap ngayong pandemic, maraming nagugutom ngayong pandemic. I pray that you will be the hand and feet of our Lord to help the community. I believe within a week, iisipin na yan, ano may tutulong ko sa komunidad. Sample ng set word, no? Set word. The best use of life is love. The best expression of love is time. The best time to love is now. Look at the person sitting beside you. Mukha bang kaibig-ibig? Sample, loving like Jesus. I must accept others just like Jesus accepts me. I must value others just like Jesus values me. I must forgive others just like Jesus forgives me. I must believe in others just like Jesus believes in me. Loving with our words, I must speak full words. I must speak careful words. I must speak helpful words. Run of life, progress, priority, pass, persevere. Shepherd of life, He provided, He gave peace, He protected, He promoted, and He's present. God bless you all. Thank you, and see you next time.